Hello, and welcome to the stream. This is Hans Kim, hanging out here, just getting the stream started. Getting annoyed by the audio equipment. Um, I am living in a house now. I paid rent for this. This is uh my real home, so that's pretty cool. Um, I copy link. I wanted to do a little podcast. It's been a while. Um, Let me post about it on Instagram. I don't know how to get the link without starting it, so I had to start it and then post it. But yeah, I mean, I'm living in a house now. Link her, whatever. I forgot to say what I was doing, but anyways, whatever. This is my room. It's nice. It's room shaped. It's a beautiful little room. It's not really supposed to be a bedroom. They just built it. Uh, They built it, and it's like a multi-purpose space. Um, no, this is not the mic that I returned at Kohl's. That was another pair of mics, little lavalier mics to do on the go. It's like about $10 each, not really a big deal. But yeah, I live in a house now. That's why I've been away from the live stream game, is because I was busy housing it up, living my life as a housed person. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time just trying to get some white on my face so that I can appease my American audience. Hello, I am Asian man and I will do anything for laugh. Ha ha ha, Asian, donkey donkey, Asian penis cock, small kimchi dick. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are trying to maintain my integrity as an Asian man and calling me out for any perceived slights against my own race. I really don't care about race, and I don't have to have an undying loyalty to my race to feel good about myself. Um, I think that the race is pretty cool that I am, and that it's not really a big deal if I'm not completely 100% loyal to the Asians. The small dicked, bad driving, cock sucking Asians. Um, I love Kill Tony. It has been the best thing in my life, besides, whatever random girls having sex with me right now. But yeah, I mean, who wouldn't love the attention and adoration of thousands of hundreds of thousands of listeners every week? But yeah, Kill Tony has been great for me. It's been great for my career. It's really my only credit. I mean, if I didn't have Kill Tony, I'd have some bullshit like Sirius XM and Audible.com. But obviously, I don't give a shit about those. I care about Kill Tony, and that's really what I'm happy about. And I love Kill Tony, and I love the show before I was on it, and now I get to be on it. I get to be on my favorite show. It's an amazing dream come true. And it's just an amazing thing that happened to me. And it's kind of scary. It's like maybe this isn't real. Maybe I'm still stuck in the desert of California, just dying of dehydration, and this is just a fever dream. And I didn't really get to meet Joe Rogan and get paid thousands of dollars just to open for him. Um, as I mean, I love that I get to do this. This is a dream come true. I didn't realize that if I moved to Austin, I'd be opening up for Rogan and you know, doing Kill Tony every week. This is like not even the wildest pipe dream for me. So this is an amazing thing that happened to me, and I'm having a great time. Um, so yeah, I mean, I am professionally successful in my chosen career. Um, there's a lot of sexual s- sexual success as well. I'm sexually successful. So this is the face of a sexually successful man. So I mean, wow, look at you guys, looking at me, the peak of masculinity and sexual Bravery is me, Hans Kim. But yeah, I mean, I'm professionally successful and well, I guess not. But I mean, I did pay for this apartment with comedy money, so that's pretty successful in my opinion. Um, and also a little bit of unemployment money. But I do love sex, so that's an important thing that I'm getting because of Kill Tony. So, you know, it's been great for me in very many ways. Um, you're lucky I'm not there to destroy you all like Catan. Oh no, please don't destroy us. We're just virginal little boys with tight assholes. We don't want your giant man cock to shove into our bodies and fill us up with your man semen. Um, yeah, the van life is sort of retired. Um, I had sex yesterday in the bed, this bed right here. Real life, full intercourse with human female. That's the name of my porn video that I'm gonna post it on. But yeah, van life, van is still out there. I use it as a driver. Um, so that's just what we're doing. Uh, I just am enjoying the whole thing that's happening. Um, yeah, you don't have to. No more van life. Watch out for herpes, bro. Going on Rogan ever? Yeah, whenever he'll have me on. What was his name? Back to the boring apartment sex life. Yeah, who wants to have sex in an apartment where there's a stable foundation and people aren't just random homeless people walking around listening to you fuck? Um, I've had a good time. I mean, I'm sorry about the lighting in here. I ordered a ring light. I got the Prime membership trial, so I have it for like 2 months or 1 month or 3 months. So then I just cancel it after 3 months, and I get to have multiple accounts I set up already. So I just cycle through it, and I get Prime shipping for free by having multiple accounts and signing up for the trial membership. I got a new phone. I already cracked it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's cracked over here. But it's an iPhone 13 Pro Max. You can tell because I got the fucking Wally cameras on the fucking, oh shit, on the fucking iPhone, so that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've been doing this, so. Yeah, I mean, I do hack the system a lot. I'm sorry that I returned the microphones that I used to podcast back to Amazon. Sorry, Bezos, we worship you and we love you. We hope that you can bless us with your beautiful merchandise and warehouse jobs. Um, but yeah, I'm looking to go into full-time RV life, says Savage God 13. There's 13 Savage Gods. Any suggestions for the road life? Yeah, pee a lot. Pee whenever you have a chance to. Pee in the middle of the desert. Pull over and pee even if you don't feel like it. Just go peeing a lot. Um, I have a lot of shows in Austin coming up. Next Friday and Saturday, I'm headlining the Roma Room. That's the show that I want you guys to go to. I'm also at the secret group whenever I'm in town, which I will be this week and next week, hopefully. Um, I would love to get $200 million from Spotify, so please let X know. So any advice for RV life full time? I would just say, don't drive when you're tired. You live in a van on an RV. You can pull over anywhere and sleep. So you should be getting lots of sleep. I would say sleep a lot. I know this is not normal for you fucking cubicle dwellers and fucking, you know, bitches of capitalism, but you don't have to be awake at any time you don't want to be. Anytime you want to go to sleep, that's an option. You can just go to sleep. It's pretty cool. Like when you're tired, go to sleep. When you're not tired, stay awake. When you're hungry, eat. Listen to your body and just do what it wants and take care of yourself for once in your life instead of using your body as a device to make other people more money. Use your body to optimize your potential and perfect the profession that you chose to get into. Um, yeah, you don't have a boss telling you when to go to sleep and when to stop partying and when to shit in a bucket. You get to tell yourself when you want to shit in a bucket, and you get to fart whenever you want. And that's just a freedom that a lot of idiots will not understand. And they will just be continually holding in their shit and piss, waiting for a boss or a middle manager to tell them what to do and when to do it. And then they'll just explode. But that's not you, buddy. You're going to be in an RV. You're going to be shitting and pissing whenever you want, however you want. So that's pretty cool. You get to sleep when you're tired and eat when you're hungry. That's my advice. Listen to your body. Don't listen to people telling you what to do. The only person telling you what to do is yourself. Um, do you ever argue with Tony, etc., about politics? Never. I love my job. Um, I feel like more Asians didn't have katanas in moments of shame. We would have more Hans Kims if more Asians didn't. Oh, so you're saying that if I had a katana, I would have stabbed myself in the belly out of shame, out of the sheer shame of being the most kissable lips on Kill Tony. Oh, what an embarrassment I am. This beautiful sex god. I'm bringing shame to my family by spreading my seed into every stripper I can meet. What do you do to stop procrastinating and being lazy? What I do to stop procrastinating and being lazy is be filled with existential dread and worry about who I am and if I'm worth anything, and also pussy. I'm also motivated by pussy, so that if I just want to sit in bed all day, I'll be like, actually, I want some pussy. So that stops me procrastinating. I feel like there doesn't need to be a superhuman push and drive to succeed and do well. It doesn't have to be a fucking Herculean effort. It can just be a nice, pleasant push, a gentle nudge in the right direction to do work. Um, and I don't think that it has to be coercive or anger driven or hateful or strenuous. Work should be easy. Work should come to you easily. If it's not, then it's not sustainable. So you should just like fucking procrastinate when you want to procrastinate. And then when you don't want to procrastinate, you should make up for that with superhuman energy and zeal. I mean, the more you procrastinate, the more that you're gonna have to make up for it. So, um, yeah, I would say just don't fucking overdo it. Don't think that you need to be motivated by by a superhuman motivation. The motivation should be coming easily and nicely and beautifully, and you don't have to wait for the will of Genghis Khan to move you. You can just move yourself with the slightest nudge in the right direction. And hard work is not just reserved for meatheads and morons. But yeah, I mean, you can do it gently and nicely, and it's all about the area under the curve. So, like, if you do work a lot, then you're gonna do more work overall. It's like if you do work every day for an hour and you do it for 7 years, that's better than doing a lot of work for 1 year and then burning yourself out and quitting. And we live long lives. We are not turtles, but we are also not octopi. Um, People are asking about LSH. I think LSH is a very funny comedian, and I hope him good fortune. He's very nice to me. He's a very nice gentleman, and I'm glad that I get to know him and hang out with him and be with him. He's black, so he is really good at the moment and being cool. And I am very good at being awkward and weird. So together, he's cool, I'm awkward and weird. It just sort of evens out to be a good neutral couple. Um, Apparently I'm on a show tomorrow. Is it in my calendar? Okay, yeah. I should post about it. But yeah, I mean, I think Ellis has got a great opportunity, and I'm excited to see what he does with it. And I think that he's got a lot of energy and a lot of like good vibes, and I think that it's awesome that I get to hang out with him and that we all get to see him develop and grow. Fave cookie is definitely Teddy Grahams. Welcome to the stream. I can tell you're new. Because my favorite is teddygrahams.com. Check it out. Hans, I think you would be an 8, not a 7, if you put a wig on. Thanks, Sean B. I do try to keep a slim figure, and I try to shave my nipple hairs so that I can be more sexy as a woman. I've never met a woman with nipple. Actually, I have, but she was kind of fat, and I think her hormones were a little bit off. But yeah, most girls don't have nipple hairs, which is nice. Maybe they just shave it really well. Takes a lot of work to shave everything as a woman. Um, I love the female body. It's uh it's awesome to be around them. It's kind of hot in here. I'm gonna go see if I can turn the AC on. 1 minute. So my roommates are outside. Let me know if you can hear them or if it's too annoying. I have to get used to roommates. These fucking idiots making so much noise all the time. Just background noise. Um, I uh I turn on the cool air. It's 75 degrees in here and the thermostat's set at 68. So I'm just getting used to apartment life and being able to change my climate whenever I want. It's a little bit of a weird time right now because the roommates are loud and I just don't know what to do. Um, Thank you, Justin, for the $10. A lot of people are saying all octopodes are bisexual. Yeah, I'm out of the van. I bought a house. I don't live in a van because I love cars or because I hate normal human habitation. I live in a van because I want to save money. And if I'm getting money from comedy and it's a sustainable income source, then um, I will buy a house and live in it. So that's pretty cool. Um, I cannot hear anything in the background. That's good because they're making a ruckus, and that means I can do this podcast even when they're being loud and annoying. It'll just bother me internally because they turn on the podcast at 10 a.m. in the morning, and I'm downstairs right next to the living room, so that it's like I wake up at 10 now. Fucking annoying. Uh, I didn't see Owen Benjamin shout me out. Why the fuck did Owen Benjamin shout me out? What did I? How does Owen Benjamin know about me? Does he watch Kill Tony? But yeah, I mean, I think it's great that I'm just knee deep in pussy. How many IG followers does a comedian need to have a stable job? I think the number of IG followers a comedian needs is corollary. It's a third party effect. The number of followers a comedian needs, I think, is not relevant. A lot of people make money with just like 10,000 followers. A lot of people don't make any money with 50,000. But here's the thing, I am doing fine financially, and it doesn't even cost me that much. I don't have this super need to make a lot of money. I would rather make good art, and that's what this shitty podcast is all about, is making good art and trying to perfect the art of talking alone into a camera, because then I can do this sustainably for a long time. I like this setup. I can do it by myself. I ordered a ring light, then I'll be full and complete, and then I won't need anything, and I'll be really, really happy. Um, yeah, I mean, a lot of people buy their IG followers. Some random guy decided to gift me a bunch of IG followers when I was starting out. So some of those are fake that you see on my IG, but it's just interesting because the people who care about that, I don't care to impress. So yeah, like whatever. Some of them are fake. But it's not like I asked him to do it. He just did it for me. So it's not like I did anything illegal. And I don't really care about the number in terms of my self-worth. Obviously, I care about the number because I love seeing it go up and being like, oh, I wonder how many followers this person has, or if like that person has more followers than me. And it's like it. I don't. I still don't understand how famous I am or how not famous I am. It's like kind of crazy how people know me now. Like I'm a part of the fucking comedy scene and the celebrity, culture that I've been watching thus far as a observer, and now I'm sort of a participant. I'm still unsure how to participate in it and utilize it fully, but um, I'm just doing whatever I wanted to do, and it's just awesome that I get to do whatever I want to do because even if I didn't have fame or success, I would still be doing this kind of podcast. I mean, I did this before during the pandemic. I was just talking to myself, and it's just fun to do because it's like, what do you need to talk? I heard on Dawn of Everything by David Graeber and David Wengroth that humans can only sustain conscious thought for about like 10 seconds or 7 minutes or something, unless you are talking to someone. And if you're talking to someone, then you can sustain conscious thought for an even longer amount of time. I do have a link for my merch. Um, let me go try to log in and do all that. Um, so yeah, I mean, um, let me see. My link for the merch is this. I don't know if you can copy paste that. But what's your favorite song to play on guitar? Oh, I bought a guitar, so that's pretty nice. I don't know why, but the audio's fucked up. Is the audio fucked up? I hope it's not fucked up. But I bought a guitar. I love guitar. Trying to find a good place to put this wire. Hey there, chat stream. I'm just a lonely boy, and I'm just a sad little boy, and I have really sad cum stains on my pants. I wish that I could come right now, but I'm on stream. I want to come, I really want to come. I need to come, I need to come, I need to come all the time. Well, I don't know how to make it pick up the fucking guitar. My fucking mic is just tuned just for my voice. It's like a good dog. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to do anything but that. Um, I don't know how to pick up the guitar sounds. I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think that the guitar is cool. Um, I um no, I haven't been working out. I need to work out. I want to work out. I think it'd be cool to work out. I just don't know where to or I don't know. Yeah, I mean, my neck is always an issue, so that's kind of annoying. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm just hanging out, having a good time. Hopefully, you guys are good. Um, so something that we could talk about. What's your first thing you are going to smash your guitar on? Straight rock star life. Probably, I don't know. Do you still have the Telecaster? I don't know what the Telecaster is. Uh, have you played Cities and Nights expansion for Catan? I have played Cities and Nights. It's a lot of fiddly diddly stuff, so I don't know if I like it that much. But I do love the islands. I might have to buy the island shit next because I think that's a really cool way to play. And then you get to mix and find out what the new shit is. Have you eaten? I have eaten. I just ate. Oh shit. Let me go turn the oven off. So I just turned the oven off. I only eat meat. I eat a lot of ribs and chicken, and I eat kimchi, but not a lot of vegetables. And it's kept me pretty lean, pretty mean, and in the game. I can play basketball. I'm moderately athletic, so it's just like, like this is a good diet. I think it's what cavemen ate, and it doesn't bog me down. Of course, I eat a lot of shitty food. I'm not an athlete. I don't keep myself to a strict diet. I eat whatever is fun and whatever is available, but overall, I try to eat healthy. I haven't asked Joe Rogan for any elk meat yet. I would feel like is an imposement. Like, why am I asking him for anything? He's already given me so much in terms of cash money. So it's just interesting that I would ask him for anything more, anything that he chooses to give me, I would be really honored to get, but I don't want to cause him any extra attention or thought than he wants to give me. I don't want him to be like, oh, I gotta give him the elk meat. I gotta remember. I don't want to have him to be a burden on him at all. I want our interactions to be frictionless and smooth like a baby's butt. But yeah, I mean, the thought of asking Joe Rogan for shit is, it's like my fear of heights. I just want to run away from the idea of that. Um, I just want to make sure that, the people that I'm texting and stuff are, not angry at me because I want to hang out with some of them in a interesting way. Um, okay, so this guy apparently sent me money. I gotta, fuck, maybe I shouldn't do this live or whatever. Open up. Okay, whatever. Thoughts on Joe's controversy? I think that Joe Rogan should have freedom of speech and he should be able to say whatever he wants. I think that you should be able to say the N-word. I don't think that it's about like, oh, you broke the law, you disobeyed the thing, you are hereby in violation of the code. I don't think it should be like, oh, you said a word, now you're in trouble. I think it should be like, oh, you hate black people and you voted to give them less money, you are hereby banished. I think that's what cancellation should be reserved for, not people who say a word. And I don't think that you have to be a bad person to say the N-word. I think that you can just be saying it because you don't give a fuck about the society around you. Like if you're in the middle of the woods and you said the N-word, like it's not like you hate black people. It's just like you don't want to hurt black people. You're just like I don't know, expressing yourself or rapping, but yeah, I mean, this is like I think that this is what black people get to do. Like they've been through so much and they've had the short end of the stick that now they get to like ruin conversations and cancel celebrities. Like, yeah, that's like the least that we can give them. Like you get to fucking be annoying at parties or censor people over words. Like I feel like that's a fair that's like not even a fair trade. That's they're still coming out behind and like we should actually give them a lot more. But until we give them like money and like um financial restitution and an equal opportunity to succeed in America, that they get to cancel us and they get to police our speech and they get to dance better than us and make us feel awkward and weird because they paid for it. They get to. If Asians have been through that, then I would like to be able to fucking fuck with white people. Be like, hey, you can say chink. It is our word. I am a motherfucking chink. You chink. Montreal. I would love to go to Montreal. What if you hate black people but don't use the N-word? Yeah, that's like still a problem. Um, I just think that black people they've been through a lot and a lot of people don't want to fucking fix the issues. So until we fix the issues, they're gonna be annoying and we're just gonna have to get used to that. But yeah, I mean, I think that black people are really amazing people and that they are doing a lot with the shitty position they were given and they're like amazing. They're like really talented. Hate whoever you want to hate, love whoever you want to love. Just don't hate, don't let your hate get in the way of someone's financial success or prevent them from getting uh, opportunities. Which group of black people? The black group of black people, Afro Americans. Great job on getting all the hot chicks. You can come to New Mexico and apart on my land in the mountains. Sounds like a great way for Uncle Albert to fiddle with my asshole. If I want an Uncle Albert to explore the inside of my body, I know where to go in New Mexico now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure Uncle Albert has a beautiful piece of land. I would love to go. What's your favorite historical tragedy? Probably the tragedy of the Uyghurs or the Palestinians. It's a modern genocide. It's a legal genocide. Well, leave it up to the Jews to genocide through laws and official channels. Anyone can go to Africa if they want. Well, it's not really a very beautiful destination for economic freedoms because of colonization and, uh, you know, exploitation by the Europeans. So, I mean, you fucked up their homes, you're fucking them up here, you're fucking them up everywhere they go. It's just a tough time for them, and so they get to tell us what to say now till they start getting fucking shit until they start giving them money, reparations, and then maybe we can say the N word. And if they have better after school programs, maybe I can start dancing better than them. But until that happens, they get to fuck with us. So I mean, fair trade. Uyghurs. Who's? We should all be talking about the Uyghurs. You know, like the saying goes, I'm as eager as a Uyghur to talk about the Uyghurs. Um, and I'm not just being meager with my attention. I would love to think about Uyghurs and their half Chinese, half Middle Eastern faces being exterminated by China right now. What's your favorite ethnicity? Probably Latinas or, you know, someone sexy, some sexy race ethnicity. Did you see the iDubbbz Sam Hyde doc? No, did it just come out? I love iDubbbz. He went to like some fucking fat guy who does lightsabers. Uyghurs are hard to concentrate on. US killed 1 million Iraqis and wants to talk about Uyghurs. Yeah, I mean, who who knows how many Iraqis really die? I think that it's hard to moralize internationally. Did my blanket just move? There's nobody here. I'm all alone. Black people have more opportunity than special needs people in this country. Look who your friends really put down. Well, black people are. You shouldn't compare a race of people to special needs people. I'm sure that special needs people can fucking do great things. What about those people Han San Suu Kyi turned her back on? I think what you're talking about is like that woman, I forget, Burma or Myanmar or whatever, and she's a politician, and there was a Muslim ethnic minority there that were getting exterminated by the army. And I think she was just a president that was just like, fuck, you guys did what? Okay, fuck. Okay, I got your back on this, but don't do it again. So she went in front of the international community and was like, it was actually a military exercise. And I think that she's just like trying to manage her crazies, her Trump supporters in her country. And she's just, taking the blame for it. But obviously, if she was like to control every part of her country, it wouldn't be fucking killing Muslims, Rohingya or something. I'm going to Chicago in May. Please check the link tree in the description. I got tickets. I'm going to Rosemont and Chicago, so please come in May. What about black special needs people? LOL. Yeah, they have it the roughest. They uh, they get to say the N word. They get to say N word retard. Uyghurs in space. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they don't get fucked up there too. The Uyghurs are gonna go into a wet market in space. If guys could create a robot with functioning incubator ovaries and all, would men do it? Um, I mean, it's like if you could get a robot to be exactly like a human, except better. I don't think it's a question about gender. I think it's just a question about mental health. Obviously, hanging out with crazy people who are dying of economic poverty is not ideal. And if you could create just a whole society of people that would imitate human beings perfectly, then that might be better. I would hate being special needs and getting beat. Yeah, I would hate to get beat at all. Poor black special need people. OMFG. Ha ha ha. But the good thing about being poor black special needs is that you can dominate in the Special Olympics. You uh, you can dominate those retarded white people with your superior yet also inferior genes, your extra chromosome. Hopefully goes in the leg. Come on, Han, solve all these world problems already. We need you. Um, America's the only country to have committed atrocities when every powerful country today has a dark history. Yeah, I mean, America's pretty good at it though. We have a pretty good dark history. We think we beat the world right now in terms of the recency and the impact. Special needs are good at taking things slow. Special needs, they should have a special forces that's all special needs. And the DNA wouldn't, they'd be like, oh no, these aren't humans. Let's let them pass. I think that special needs people are very special and unique and awesome. Um, this microphone I got from Amazon.com. I love Amazon.com because it's a um, convenient thing to do. Mm, Let me see if I can send this as a message. Um, Lauren. But yeah, I mean, I think it's funny that or I think that special needs people really make you think about why you're nice. Are you just nice to people because they can do something for you because they're in charge of something, or are you nice to people because it's how you treat people? That's what you do. When you see a person, you treat them nice. It's just a habit, it's just a pattern. And then it makes you think like if we're just stupid, are we still human? Are retards humans? And then it's like, well, what if they were slightly more retarded and in fact didn't have any arms but had little flippers and actually had gills? Then would you uh, would you still consider them eligible for humane treatment? And I think that we are human beings and we have weaknesses, and one of our weaknesses is that visually we see something and then we respond to however it is uh, that we see. So to train ourselves to be like, oh, I see a person, I'm nice to them. Oh, I see an animal, I'm nice to them. I think that's the how you're supposed to train a person. In fact, I'm not stoned at all. So I think it's just good. Um, yeah, I mean, I just think retards make us think about ourselves and whether or not we should be nice to people who aren't able to do everything in their power that a normal person can to help us out. But there's like things that retards can do that to help us out. And just because they can't help you out doesn't mean you shouldn't be nice to them. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time. It's all about your personal enjoyment. And my personal enjoyment is enhanced by the success of my species. And also, I think that my species gives me a lot of meaning, and I would be willing to sacrifice my life for it. So that's my afterlife is just you people continuing on. Um, so the thing is like the Palestinians are being exterminated, but luckily we have recorded their culture in digital form, so their culture will live on. And even though their DNA might be exterminated, we have a record of what their culture was like, so culture can be reinvigorated. And with Palestinian DNA, maybe we could create future Palestinians to continue the traditions and culture of Palestine. So, congratulations, you made it to the digital age. You are recorded, you are uh, cataloged. So relax. You might die out, but we'll probably make you again if we want in the future. So, it's not really a big deal that your homes are getting destroyed and your existence on Earth is a little less rich because the people who have power have decided to exterminate your home and create a new one. And um, yeah, it's kind of sad. But yeah, I'm from Korea. Our culture, it looks like it'll be around for a little bit longer, even though our population is decreasing and we're not creating enough new babies. But yeah, I think like having more babies and stuff is like important, but not that important. Um, I think that what is your metaverse strategy? My metaverse strategy is to um, excel and repopulate the earth with my semen. My metaverse strategy is just to chill and have a good time and eat lots of stuff. Instagram. Um, you'll get canceled before you get started. I wish. Um, if I get canceled, I have my van. I can go into the desert. That's what I love about it, is the vaniness of it all. Okay. I think I sent it. It's your fault, Hans. You need to be making new babies in Korea. Well, if I have two babies with a white woman, then that's one whole Korean, so the DNA gets passed on. Um, so I mean, I'm trying to make up for it. I'm trying to spread my seed. I think that I could be even more successful sexually. I'm trying to work on my sexual skills and trying to get it so that girls want to have sex with me, even even hot ones. Um, uh, Thoughts on Kanye? Well, Brian Laundrie was a victim of cancel culture. Yeah, life canceled him. He shot himself in the head or something. I am still talking to Elise. Elise is a very nice lady who did shoot a man once out of self-defense. And, I fully stand by her. If I try to attack her, I would want her to shoot me in the upper torso as well. Just to, snap me out of it. Guns are crazy. Um, what was your favorite part of living in Korea? My favorite part of living in Korea was probably living in America because I've never lived in Korea. I mean, I was there for like a month or two, so I guess that's living in. But Kanye, I think he's a little crazy. I think he's an interesting guy. I think he's just like not very good at expressing himself sometimes, and I think that he's a product of a sick society and he's trying to communicate with us. So he says he's been shaped and molded by our society. He's been gifted every awesome thing that we have, and this is the kind of person that turns out to be. Because when you are that fabulously wealthy and successful in a society full of poverty and desperation, you have to sort of divorce yourself from society to maintain your high level of output. And if we had a society where everyone was at the peak of their performance, then we would be able to have a synergistic effect and we would be able to better ourselves. But unfortunately, we um, we live in a world where very few people are successful and everyone else is a miserable cubicle jockey or a fast food employee. And to live in a society like that, it introduces perverse incentives where people who are struggling will just latch on to famous people and try to make it. So he has to watch out for that. He has to watch out for a bunch of people who aren't intellectually satisfied and performing for them and finding music that works for an audience of illiterate cattle that are used to produce more profit is not an ideal situation for an artist. I think this is just what happens when you become successful in a corrupt society. You turn a little crazy, you divorce yourself from the society that you live in. Um, and it's just an interesting thing to see our society reflected back to us in Kanye. This is the best of us, and we fucked him up because we are a fucked up society. But I do think that we could have a better society if we just all work together and figure it out. Make everyone awesome. Um, I think Kanye West is a very creative person. He's an empath. He feels the society around him and he channels it through him. And he's been channeling a lot of gunk and mess because that's what we do. Um, I uh, I think that it's good to be delusional so that you're happy. It's like if you're always in this world and always like keeping up with the news and like with the energy of everyone else, then you're just gonna be sad and lonely. So it's good to fucking just divorce yourself from that and just you know um just do different things and uh and just be like, I'm just gonna check out and just fucking live in my imaginary foo-foo Lily land. Anyone tell Hans that Elise got arrested for shooting someone? Yes, we talked about this. Elise shot someone in self-defense, and the guy apparently was attacking her or about to or something. He was, I don't know. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta shoot a motherfucker. Wait, you're an atheist, but you think Kanye is an empath? Zero evidence for that, too. I don't know what me being an atheist has to do with Kanye. I think having empathic qualities. Yeah, I'm in a house right now. I bought it with my Kill Tony slash Joe Rogan money. I owe my livelihood to them. I am a human being now with comfort and luxury. So it's been pretty good. I'm 32. I started comedy when I was 24, 5, 6-ish. Uh, she was shooting with Alec. Don't worry about it. You ever listen to Cemetery? No. Should have dodged the bullet. His fault. Yeah, if you get shot by a woman, that's like you're not even a Republican. That means you're a liberal. You can't, you shouldn't ever get shot by a woman. You should only get shot by men. I'm a feminist. Where's your house? Texas? Yeah, in Austin, Texas. I'm gonna register to vote, and then I'm gonna buy a fucking gun, bitches. Probably a Glock 19 or an M&P. I forget who makes M&Ps. M&P. Smith and Wesson. Either or, whatever works. It's really for self-defense. I'm guessing I'm gonna spend like 500, $600 on it. Um, what's my strategy in Catan to get the most resources possible? So whatever gets me the most dots. So the most valuable numbers are seven. But seven is a robber, so you can't get it. But the next valuables are six and eights, then fives and nines. So I just try to get the most dots, most high, and then whatever the resources coming in, and I just do whatever I can with that. Um, my thoughts on guns is that if you own a gun, statistically, you're much more likely to die by a gun. Yeah, and who doesn't want to die by a gun? That sounds fucking awesome. You mean if I buy a gun, I'm gonna die in the most awesome way possible? Yes, please. I'll spend $500 to die awesomely. Well, you're just not gonna spend any money and die in a hospital like a fucking cow, like a fucking bitch. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's more dangerous to have a gun, but it's also more dangerous to go 70 miles per hour on the highway. You gotta take some chances in life and live an awesome life. You can't just put yourself in a bubble and reduce all likelihoods of horrible things happening to you because you gotta fucking have increase the likelihood of awesome things happening to you as well. So that's just sort of my philosophy. Guns, I think, should not be a part of society, but I live in America. They are. So if I'm already living in a society that has guns and I don't have a gun, that's probably the shittiest position to be in. So yeah, I'm gonna get a gun and I'm gonna practice with it. And I think it's an awesome thing to get good at. It's modern knighthood. It's like if you were living in the 1600s and you could buy a sword, why wouldn't you buy a sword? And then why wouldn't you go in your backyard and start swinging it around and pretending you're slicing up Huns and Asian Mongols and the Asiatic hordes from the east? Um, Koreans don't get a katana at birth. Katanas are Japanese. We steal katanas and melt them to create Korean swords and processors and Samsungs and Kias. But yeah, I mean, I would love to practice a gun and be proficient with it. I mean, I did jujitsu, which is like a shitty gun. So I might as well get a gun and practice that, and then I could have the ultimate security and peace of mind knowing that I can defend myself if I should need to. And it's just an awesome thing that people can do is like murder other people. And I'd like to get good at that because like that's part of being a human is like martial arts. And guns are the ultimate martial art. Um, I would like the hunting rifle. I might get a hunting rifle because I want to go hunting with it. I want it to be practical. And honestly, shooting people is not that practical. And I could shoot a person with a hunting rifle. It would just be more annoying. Um, but yeah, I mean, I was gonna get a gun, a pistol, because I'm living in a van and it's hard to swing a fucking rifle around in a van. But I might, if I could, I would just get two guns. But I don't know if I have enough money. I've been spending money like crazy recently. When am I doing Joe Rogan's podcast? Oh yeah, let me just go do Joe Rogan's podcast real quick. I'll be right back. I forgot. I forgot about it. I'm just gonna go do Joe Rogan's podcast right now. Sorry about that. I forgot. Murder is just a part of being a human. Well, not murder. I mean, I'm a human and I haven't murdered anyone, but I've thought about murdering people a lot. And it's like thinking about murdering people and practicing murdering people. It's like humans are our only predator. We're apex predators. The only thing I have to defend myself against is other humans. So to have safety against the number one predator to humans, I have to learn how to use a gun. And why would I not learn how to use a gun? Uh, because if I don't, then it doesn't satisfy my animal need for safety and security. I need to be able to murk these motherfuckers that I see in the streets every day. And if I don't have the ability to shoot and kill everyone I see, then I don't feel safe. I'm an American. What do you want me to do? I need to kill people to feel good about myself. I need to be able to extinguish people and make them disappear so that I can live my individual life in utter disregard of everyone else. America. Blood or Crip? Hans Rittenhouse? You mean Hans in House? Hans in the House? Blood or Crip? I mean, blood just sounds better. Crip is like weird. AR-15 won't help in a natural disaster, but it will help in a human disaster. Um, Gotta have a gun. You know, a lot of countries that have normal governments that are in check, like in Iceland and in Japan, and I guess Japan might not be the good example, but a lot of countries where the government listens to people, they don't have any guns. Um, I don't think guns are necessary to get governments to act. I think you can give your population guns and still exploit them, as is happening in America by not giving their workers any rights. So, yeah, we have a lot of guns, and what are we doing with it? We're just shooting each other and shooting children in schools, and we're not getting any more rights. We're not getting any more motherfucking money for the workers. So yeah, I mean, keep giving us guns and keep stealing our money because we're too stupid to be able to do anything about it. I think every kid should be issued a gun at age 10. Um, I think every kid should be issued love at age 10 and maybe even before. Probably age 0 would be a good age for love. Do you believe in any crazy conspiracy theories? Um, I live near two gun shops. I must change the narrative. I'm Australian. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you have a gun? Guns are cool. They do what we pretend to do in sports. They murder people. I don't really believe in that many conspiracy theories. Um, I think conspiracy theories are um, just like what uneducated people do to fill in the gaps in their worldview. And it's like they have a hammer, which is just be like, "Oh my God, I'm freaking out! I need to freak out." They're really good at freaking out, so they just like use their skill of freaking out to um, to try to tackle all their problems and solve politics. And they're like, "You gotta understand that they're out there, and this is so bad, and it's so crazy." And it's like, I think that you want to act like this, and then you just made up a logical backstory that would allow you to behave in this manner. What is the percentage chance of socialist revolution in this century? I think very high. And if socialist revolution means more power and money to workers, it's inevitable. Right now we have an upside down pyramid that's very unstable. It's very unstable to be giving all your money to billionaires, and it's not going to last. So once they're toppled, it'll be more money and power to everyone else, and we can live in a functioning society. And I think that's what it boils down to. We went from kings and queens in feudal Europe and Asia, then down to capitalists and billionaires and rich people ruling over us in capitalism. Now we just need to keep moving that power down through the hierarchy and give it to everyone. On your girl having a serious criminal past. I think it's very fucked up how Elise was treated in the press. I mean, she shot a person, and then they put out a news story right away, and they're like, "Look, this woman, look how crazy she is. She shot a person." And then there was no follow-up story. There was no like getting her side of the story. It's just like, "Oh, you know these women, they be shooting. They always be shooting men. All these hard-working men getting shot." But it's like, why don't you follow up? You wrote a whole fucking story, and now when you search her name, that's the only story that pops up is what happens, what the story that they wrote right after she got arrested. Like, they're not interested in a backstory. They want clicks. They're like, oh, a woman doing crazy shit and shooting someone, that'll get clicks. But, a woman uh, coming out afterward and being like, hey, he was attacking me in self-defense or whatever, that doesn't get clicks. So it's just they just saw a story and they wanted it to use it for whatever. So they did it. Europe and Asia. What about Africa? Yeah, Africa wasn't really that impactful on modern politics for some reason. You still believe in journalism from traditional news outlets? Yeah, I'm just saying how it's stupid. I'm saying that I don't believe in it. In a very specific example to do with Elise. This is a paper towel. Oil is a renewable resource. Takes a while to renew it. We got a bunch of tree stuff and dinosaurs and compress it in the earth for about 500 years. Um, Hanscom, is whoever's pad you're squatting at not letting you have Catan parties? Well, I live here. I am a resident. I have a right to be here, so I can technically invite people over. No one is stopping me but myself and my need to be a polite roommate. No, the whole U.S. rule has revolved around the Bushes. Clinton's got let off charges by them being in Arkansas, by them in Arkansas in the 80s. Trump is a pal of the Clintons, etc. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good of friends they are, but they do serve the same purpose, which is to keep this shit going the way it's going. Um, And I mean, Trump is good if you know that things need to change, but you don't really want to change anything. So it's like, yeah, let's put him in charge. He represents something different because it feels different, but in fact, he's just advocating for the policies that we've been doing forever. It is true I'm a mechanical engineer and a hell of 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 an engineer. It's a song that they sing in Georgia Tech. Hans, what do you get frustrated by? I get frustrated by women not having sex with me when I think they should, because I'll eat their box. I don't even have to penetrate them. I just want to see them experience pleasure. And sometimes even when I'm not trying to fuck them, they're just like, um, even when I have pure intentions, it's just not a fun time to hang around women because they're always afraid of getting raped all the time. But yeah, I mean, it's cool that they're always like that. They're always anxious and they're always suspicious and they always think the worst of people. But not all women, just most of them. But yeah, I don't really want to rape anyone, so whenever someone treats me like a rapist, I'm just like, oh, so this is just how you treat everyone. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I can be annoying. I can be like horny and not really there intellectually, just there physically. But I mean, if the only thing that that you're gonna show me is fear and accusations, then it's hard to be there for that kind of thing intellectually and be open emotionally. Um, I'm sorry, I'm an incel. I think that women need to fuck more people, and that if we were all fucking, the world would be a better place. Um, I love you, Slanty. Jesus A. Jesus A. I think you're racist. What if Jesus came down and he was racist? That would suck. I would hate that. What are your goals with comedy? To connect with the audience on a deeper and deeper level as I progress through my career, to convey messages that I think need to be heard, to explore the different, thought processes and strategies for dealing with the world, and present it in a comedic, humorous light. Um, you think there's more men that aren't getting laid than are? Definitely. Definitely a lot of men are not getting laid. Have you ever been to a comedy open mic? Have you ever been to any place where men talk a lot? That place is full of men talking about how they're not getting laid. I think that we are having less sex than before. There's been surveys about this because at least in the 50s they were, signed up to one person and they would fuck them their whole life, which sucks. But now, like, we're not even getting that. We're just like out there, and then like women are trying to fuck people for retirement plans and healthcare and food, and then men are just trying to get enough finances to be able to attract a woman. And I think that a lot of people are not fucking. And I think that if we were fucking more, it'd be a better place. I think that we express ourselves sexually, and to not be able to express yourself sexually, it cuts off a part of who you are. Um, and I think that, yeah, we should be having more sex with each other, and that would solve a lot of our issues. And it's not up to like men just to be fucking awesome and, just fucking get really good at tricking people into fucking them. It should be a 50-50 thing, and ladies need to start saying yes to sex, or just like not just sitting there waiting for someone to convince them and, like trick them into fucking. But actively, making an effort, and like being open to it themselves, maybe start by touching yourself so that you know how to come. Um, and not looking at sex as the man winning and the woman losing, but as like two people touching each other's buttons for pleasure. But yeah, I mean, it's easy for me to say like, oh, women just need to start fucking more. It seems easy for them to do. But obviously, there's like a lot of social pressures, and like if you just start fucking people in a society where no one's getting fucked, then you're gonna attract a lot of desperate people. So it has to be all at once. We can't just have like outliers just start trying to change and start the revolution themselves. But we need everyone to just start fucking, and then we can shack up and find people that we like. Something you just want to straight up tell someone you want to please them, but you can't. Does the union make us strong? Yes, the union makes us strong. We are all strengthened by the union. I mean, capitalists have property and power, and they own the deeds to the factory, and they use the police to get what they want. Union workers have a union, and together they can bargain. So if you just let capitalists have all the power and you have the workers do nothing, then there's a power imbalance, and then the capitalists get more and more power. So you need a union to keep them in check. But we made it illegal to do wildcat strikes. We made it illegal to um, do other things related to unions. So workers' rights are severely diminished, and capitalists can charge whatever they want and pay workers whatever they want. And in a true free market, workers would be able to fucking fight back and get what they need from capitalists instead of just getting capitalists to do whatever they want. I did return mics at Kohl's. Those mics were lavalier mics. They were used to record a podcast that is out right now with Misho Shakur in New York City. I was not in my home with all my equipment. I needed equipment in New York, so I ordered it to New York and then I returned it when I was done with it. And I didn't really feel bad doing it because the thing is, Amazon is rich enough and they can afford to sponsor my podcast, and I thank them for doing that. I mean, look at the unionization rate in America. Like, you don't have to make it illegal, you just have to make it prohibitively difficult to join. Um, And that's how they do voting restrictions. They don't make it illegal to vote if you're black, but they don't put in a voting station near black neighborhoods. They make the IDs that you need to register to vote specific to white people and not stuff that black people would have, like food stamps. Um, and They don't let college IDs be used as IDs because we all know how college students vote. Um, what's the best book you've read, Hans? Probably Sex at Dawn. I like Brittany Ledesma's joke of that one guy using Cole's cash and going ham. I was thinking of that for weeks. Yeah, Brittany's a great person. What's racist? What do you say, you? That's enough to ensure. We should expropriate the capitalists. They don't have the right to that wealth anyway. Um, yeah, I mean, we don't even have to expropriate capitalists. We can take a page from their book and make it prohibitively expensive to be a capitalist and slowly chip away at them little by little every year. And soon they will disappear. Their kind will be no more and they will be exterminated from the face of the earth. Um, Obviously, that's a better thing to do is to slowly make the world a better place. We don't have to do it all of a sudden and make it so violent and aggressive. Although, if you want to do that, you have every right to because we've been exploited and uh, fucked with for years. So, if you feel the anger and the need to do that to capitalists, who am I to defend them? They've been starving people for fun for years. Starbucks, Amazon, John Deere have all been caught using illegal union busting tactics recently. Check out Status Quo News on YouTube. That's great. I'm glad that someone has the facts and the knowledge to back up what I'm saying when I don't. Wait, if there is no capitalists, that leave communists? You mean a community? You mean us, human beings in a society together? Yes, that is what we have currently. Hans, how educated are you? What official signs of education do I have? I have a bachelor of science in mechanical engineering. Um, and that's the education that I have. But I don't think that education only comes in official forms. I think the official forms of education are very useful and powerful, but obviously easily exploited and turned to whatever um, need that you have. Joe Rogan, have you guys ever shared philosophies? Props for your journey and blessings for what's ahead. Joe and I have had very deep conversations. Joe has nothing but deep conversations. Um, and he's really good at talking. And yeah, I've talked to him and he's talked to me and we've shared eye contact, what little I have and what little he can see of my eyes. We've looked at it each other and I am proud to call Joe Rogan a great friend of mine. I think I'm allowed to say that. I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but Joe Rogan did call me a friend once. When he was criticizing the way that I get a little horny around women. He was like, Hans, you gotta get your shit together. I can't have you people being like Joe Rogan's friend is like creeping up on women again. So he called me a friend then. I don't know if that counts. Do you think the Leviathan? You're an engineer? Yeah, a hell of an engineer. What are your favorite idioms or cliche? Listen to your gut. Did you ever work full time as an engineer? Yes, I worked at a startup company for 6 months and I got fired for being insubordinate. Communists just don't believe enough. Yeah, we need to believe. That's the magic dust that keeps communism going, is belief. Um, I love Eddie Pepitone. He's a leftist like me. Whatever it means to not work and get the credit or resources for free. Yeah, like capitalists do. They don't work. They just own a factory that their dad owned, and now they get free money. And they get to buy a yacht with all our hard-earned money, hard-earned work. I thought you were a social psychologist for a moment, Hans. Thank you. I am a social psychologist. I'm a psychologist and I'm very social. Do you think the Leviathan is too strong on it? How do you not lose hope? What is the Leviathan? Why are you using biblical metaphors to describe politics? I do not lose hope because human beings are what control the levers of power, and I'm a human being, and all human beings are going to die and be replaced. So, no, I don't lose hope. I think that the thing that's keeping it up is selfish profit desires. Um, why do you like Settlers of Catan, the gamified version of capitalism? I mean, I don't think all competition is capitalism. I think capitalism is where people who own capital get more and more money. And at least in Catan, it's even. Everyone's a capitalist, not just workers versus capitalists. Um, I I like competition. I like resources. I love accruing resources like any monkey does. I don't think that just focusing on that emotion is healthy, and I think that it's good to play it as a game, and I don't think it's good to do it to your grandma and make her destitute so you can make more money. But yeah, I think Catan is a great avenue to express your um, compet competitive drive. Um, you seeing any music during Sexu? I hope so. How much you charging for a wedding? Probably like five buckaroonies. I mean, competition is a form of life. Capitalists don't own competition. You can have a competition without capitalism. I mean, what do you think people were doing before the invention of capitalism? You think they were just all getting along and holding hands? They were all competing then too. We weren't just waiting for capitalism to come along to compete. I mean, the Mongols didn't have capitalism. They were pretty competitive. Our fundamental issue is a lack of moral framework. Economic system is not a replacement for that, but economic system can inform your moral framework, and depending on what kind of economic framework you're in, it could influence your morals. And once the companies they have leverage with partners and suing competition. You been smoking weed, Hans? Yeah, yesterday. Today I've been sober. Do your farts smell like miso soup today? They smell like miso soup. Only on December 7th. The day that we're living in for me. I drink miso soup in your honor, brave Japanese dive bombers. Um, I think crypto is a nice piece of technology. I don't think betting on it is going to do much. I think that I'm going to figure it out. Matriarchal society. I don't know if just replacing one gender for another is really going to do the trick. I think women are generally nicer, but I think that we should have a little more than just switching the gender. Um, do you think more as a comedian than you did as an engine insubordinate engineer? Do you make more? Oh, do I make more as a comedian? Yes. I mean, I was making minimum wage as an insubordinate engineer at a startup company because that's the only job that I could get out of college. I really did not do well in college. I got like a 2.7, 2.6 GPA. I was just trying to get by. I really learned a lot. I cheated a lot. I try to cheat as much as possible. But yeah, I'm streaming right now for gas and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't very good as an engineer. I didn't quit engineering because I was making too much money. It's like they rejected me. Um, and then I started doing my own thing. Um, when who do that good kimchi smell like farts when you open the jar? If it don't stink, I don't want it. I love kimchi. It's like cold, it's wet, it's spicy. It just adds a different like when I'm eating like like something and then it's like just bready and heavy and like dry and then you put in a little kimchi in there, it's like your mouth is like, "Oh yeah, this is like the full palette of taste." So now it informs the boring bready thing better. I don't know that much about UX design. I still do freelancing for AutoCAD. Um, I make little AutoCAD drawings for some people. Um, my parents thought my decision to do comedy was weird and a gamble, but they were happy that I found something because before that I was getting arrested for shoplifting, getting caught doing drugs, and just not doing anything with my life. So they were worried for me since high school. They were like, what is this loser gonna end up doing? He has no direction. And then at least with comedy, I have a direction. So they were like, okay, he found something he likes to do that's relatively financially lucrative. So yeah, I mean, they're happy that I found something and that I'm pursuing something that I like to do. They're a little more progressive than most Korean traditional families because we learned our lesson. There's plenty of Korean dramas about how to be a shitty parent. We're paying for your gas right now? I hope so. I don't know if I put ads on this motherfucker. Um, but yeah, I mean, you're paying for something. It all goes into the bank account and then it gets mixed in there and then I use it. Um, yeah, I mean, I do have 60 minutes. I do comedy. Um I love I do love headlining. I think headlining is fun. Um I I can headline and I'd love to do it more. Does Joe think gas is a renewable resource? I have no idea. That's a very specific question. I didn't get around to that one. I moved to Austin in March of 2021. I've been here almost 1 year. And my life has become immeasurably better for moving here. It's amazing. I was alone in the desert, enjoying my time alone, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just go back into society, see what I can do there? And all this amazing shit happens. So it's just really cool that um, I. It's just really cool that that happened for me. That I could succeed inside society because I was outside of it. So it's just cool. Um, I mean, oil is good. Oil is not we shouldn't like hold on to it. We shouldn't be like, oh, this is the only fuel source for me. That just seems a little weird. Why shouldn't we do anything or everything? We should do a lot of different fuels. We shouldn't just stick to one thing. I mean, if you want to own the libs, you could totally fucking just focus on oil for your whole life. But I mean, it's like, why? You just want things to be the same. You just want to use gas engines for the rest of your life. I mean, don't you want to see what the next step in technology is? It just seems weird to just be focused on oil. Oil, have you know that this gas is making me gassy? Um, I have solar panels on my car, and that powers a lot of stuff. I have a battery for the solar panels. Um, yeah, I mean, what else is going on? Should we watch some crazy videos on YouTube? Um, there's a lot of options for what we could do. I've been watching a lot of these athletes, female athletes in track and field that keep popping up in my algorithm. And it's really hypnotizing and hard to not watch when I see women wearing little panties bending over and shit. It's just weird because the female body is very attractive and I like to stare at it for long periods of time. Um, I could watch some ESL, GSL, a little bit of StarCraft, and I could comment on that. Um, it's just not something that I've done. Um, Hail Satan, Andrew Callahan, Channel 5. Um, let me see. There's a Channel 5 I haven't seen. I mean, I like it. It's like an exploration of humanity. Um, it's just like sometimes they interview people that are just really fucked up and stupid and crazy, and it's just like I don't want to know this much about this idiot. But a lot of Andrew Callahan seems to love getting to know these people, and he loves talking to these people. You know, if he sees an art in that, then I want to see him doing it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to just talk to like people that are clearly broken, because then it's like, what if I become broken? Or it's like, is this like a helpful thing to think? Like, it's hard for me to like have something to latch on to in that, in their craziness and learn anything from that. Um, Hail Fauci. Um, I love Duncan Trussell, Family Hour. It's pretty good. Um, I think that COVID cases are almost as high as they've ever been, and mask mandates are gone in my state. Yeah, I mean, luckily Omicron isn't that deadly, so I don't think it's that big a deal anymore. Obviously it shouldn't be that way. We should all have like COVID cases and masks line up so that when one goes up, the masks go up. Um, I think that our response to the coronavirus was very much broken because we're just fighting with each other all the time. We're just like fighting between conservatives and liberals mostly. So when something comes up, we just start attacking each other instead of the virus. So we're like, you want to do that, I want to do this. Well, you want to do this, I want to do that. And then all we know how to do is fight with each other. And if the virus isn't deadly enough to make us afraid of it, then we're just gonna go back to our regularly scheduled fights. So we're just arguing with each other instead of fighting the virus. We're fighting each other because that's all. That's our habit. It's just an old tradition that we go back to whenever we fucking get stressed out or bored. We just start yelling at each other. The virus started racism. Wow, I didn't realize the virus has been around since the beginning of time. Um, Anyways, I did an hour and a half. I think that's good enough. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a good day.